Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Whether you watch this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to thank all the channel members. Thank you guys and gals. I appreciate you more than you know. And I want to thank anybody who found their way in to watch this weird unboxing kind of product overview that I use video. I'm glad you're here too. And if you're so inclined and you have just a second, if you hit that subscribe button and that bell notification icon, it really helped me out. So today we've got a little unboxing from Fred DiPrete at DiPrete Forge. I've shown you guys in the past a couple of products that I use where I met Fred at Blade Show 2022 in Nashville. This is the knife cleaner. I don't use it as much as the Wicked Wax, which is a knife protectant. So I'll show you how I use this stuff in a second, but what I wanted to do is get into this little package he sent and tell y'all why. So what we got here are some little samples of Wicked Wax and Wicked Clean. Let's see, we got Wicked Clean, Wicked Clean, Wicked Clean, Wicked Wax, Wicked Wax, Wicked Wax, Wicked Wax. Fred hooked me up with a bunch of these. I've invited him to come kind of talk about this. I know him because I've seen him at Blade Show and talked to him, and I've met him at the Nashville Custom Knife Show. What he wanted me to be able to do is include these guys with the giveaways that we do on Friday Night Flicks. So I thought that was really cool because I use the product, you guys know, incessantly. So what I'm going to be doing is including Wicked Wax and Wicked Clean with the stickers and the giveaways. And Fred sent some stickers that will go with the Wicked Wax and the Wicked Clean. So just something else kind of cool, guys, for y'all to be able to try to get in the giveaways. So thank you, Fred, and thank you, Wicked Wax and DiPrete Forge. These all will be going to you guys in giveaways, and I'm going to show you guys after I get them where I can put them with my stickers. I'm going to show you guys how I use it and how it works. He did some displays, had some, I guess you'd call it, demonstrations at Blade Show 2023, and we got together and I spent some time at his booth, and they were doing some tests on some tool steel that they were coating in Wicked Wax and applying it, wiping it off, and then submerging it in a fish tank. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over with my stickers, and starting this Friday night for Friday Night Flicks, we will be adding some Wicked Wax and Wicked Clean. So this is a little 3V knife that was donated to me when I picked up the Evo from Brother Carco. He sent this along for me to check out, this Servant Knives. So it's got an acid etch, which this is not going to clean off. But first thing I do, and you should probably use a cloth, I use my finger and rub it away from the blade because I find it very therapeutic to rub on my blades, but it's not smart. So once I get it applied, just a little bit, this stuff lasts forever because it doesn't take much at all to get it on those surface. And then I just clean it, rub it into the steel. You'll notice it'll make, when I wipe it off, it'll be black because it takes some of any oxidation or smuts that's on the blade. And usually I do the whole tang, but since we're doing this just to show you guys how it works. Then I take a cloth, I'll wipe it off. You can feel it's smooth, but it's now cleaned up. I'm going to buff off that handle a little bit more. That's the wicked clean. So just a really good blade cleaner. And this isn't a satin blade. I've got another one here we'll do in a second. And then from a protectant standpoint, I get my Wicked Wax, which is food safe. All this is made in the USA. And I put a thin coat on my blade. Just kind of let it bond with the metal like it's going to do. Kind of coat it. I want to get any of those areas that have been blasted where there might be little microscopic pits. And once I get that on, I do the same thing. I rub it deeply into the knife, working away from the blade because I do not want to catch my finger. But I just want to make sure it's good and absorbed into that metal. Not that it's going to absorb in the metal. Now I give it a set. You can leave this on if you want to leave it on for a couple of minutes. I don't think there's a benefit to doing that. But then you just really wipe it off and buff it in. And I've left behind this kind of invisible coating on this blade that's now protected from rust, corrosion, just a little extra protection. And on a more satin blade like this MW Steelworks little Crow, we would do the same thing. I've got these vertical grind lines because this has a little bit, not as much as the Flitz silver polish, but this has got just a little bit of cleaning abrasive in it, so I'll always rub down like that. Because this blade was pretty clean anyway. But then I do the other side. Same way. Rubbing it down with the grain. If it was a horizontal grind, I almost got my finger. You gotta really be careful and use a rag if you don't like rubbing your blades. I like rubbing my blades for some weird reason. Then I just kind of buff that down along the grain because this is just the cleaner. Spine. And then we will take it off. And one of these cans, I get it at either River's Edge Cutlery or DLT Trading carries it. You can Google Wicked Wax and you'll find other retailers, or you can buy it. I'll leave a link to Fred's DiPrete Ford's site. You can buy it there direct, which is what I like to do. However, I picked this up at River's Edge Cutlery. So now I've cleaned that blade. This is RWL, I believe. So I'm going to take a little bit of Wicked Wax. I took too much. And I'm going to do the same thing, just kind of liberally apply it to both sides of the blade. And then rub it down into all that microscopic blade. I want to coat it with that wax. Let that wax seep in. Because I'm a weirdo. That's why I do it like that. I like to just kind of feel, make sure I'm getting all that surface metal. Get that spine. I usually do the tang. Because handles, like my micarta handles, things like that, I've used it to age my micarta handles. Make them look not as dry, because it is a wax. So then I will take my rag one last time. I'm going to start with my handle. Clean, screw in my wicked wax so it doesn't dry out. I've had these cans for probably going on 2 years. I got this one later because it was a more recent release. So now I've got my handles. Now I'll go to my blade. So guys, that is my RWL little crow after being wicked waxed and wicked cleaned. So great product. You guys will be starting to see the little cans thanks to Fred DiPrete Forge. I will put his website in this description. I will release this description today. I'll be doing a review. I was going to do this blade too, but I don't really have the time in this video. But this is a cool knife. I can't wait to bring you guys. Very different, very unique in what it is. Great choil. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I appreciate you all more than you know. All I ever ask is if you would, please look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for one another. Go forward with love in your heart. And please choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.